Hello friends, welcome back to this channel Diploma Student. Today we are going to study about transportation engineering. In this transportation engineering our first chapter is Introduction to Transportation Engineering, Highway Alignment and Surveys. And these are the chapter outlines. In subtopics: Introduction to Highway and Soil Mechanics, Importance of Transportation Engineering, Different Modes of Transportation, Characteristics of Road Transport, Jayakar Committee 1927, Importance of Roads, Functions of IRC, Classification of Roads as per IRC, 20-year road plans, their targets and achievements, highway alignment, factors influencing the alignment for a road in plain areas, factors influencing the alignment for a road in hilly areas, highway surveys. These are the topics we discuss in this first chapter. And the first topic is Introduction to Highways and Soil Mechanics. Shall we introduce that? The various ways of transportation for men and material are different types. For example, highways, railways, waterways, ropeways, pipelines, airways, well conveyors, etc. In this, highway engineering deals with designing and construction and maintaining the roads. This highway engineering is about the roadways. And we can see here Indian road network of 33 lakh kilometers is available, and Indian road network is second largest in the world, and National Highway Authority of India was constituted by an act of parliamentary name NHAI Act in 1988 to develop, maintain and manage the national highways vested or entrusted to it by central government. It became operational in February 1995. And that road network kilometers are divided into some of the parts and organizations. For example, out of the total length of 71,772 kilometers of national highways, 34,207 kilometers is with State Public Works Department, PWD, that is Public Works Departments. Next, and the other kilometers also divided into some organization, Board Roads Organization. And then in India there are 218 national highways are available. Out of the 218 national highways, 16 national highways which are crosses through Andhra Pradesh state. The government has taken initiatives to develop national highways at the rate of about 20 km per 1 day. A semi-official technical body was formed in 1934 called as IRC. Here IRC is Indian Road Congress. This is introduction of highway and soil mechanics. And next, research and development main components. In this we can see that how to the development main components are to improve in road design, modernization of construction techniques, introduction of improved material conforming to latest trends, evolving better and appropriate specifications, encouraging development and use of new technologies. These are the development main components. That is, first we should improve the road designs and different types of road designs. Modernization of construction techniques means the construction way we should modernize it according to our techniques. And introduction of improved materials conforming to test trends. We should improve our materials conforming testers according to trends. and then evolving better and appropriate specifications to encourage in development. We should evolve better and appropriate specifications to encourage our development and use of new techniques. These are the research and development main components. Next, importance of transportation engineering. Here we can see that what are the importance of transportation engineering. This is an easy topic here, that is transportation is useful for a country in all the ways, like to develop and contribute economic, industrial, social and cultural. Transportation is required in production stage and to distribute stage. In this stage, two stages, that is transportation is very important. In production stage, to produce raw materials, seeds, manure, cotton, sugarcane, coal, steel, etc. This is the production stage and the distribution stage. And next, like this, the transportation engineering is useful in our country, and different modes of transportation is there. In that, these following modes of transportation is generally used in the order of preference. That is, these are the some transportation modes of transportation. First one, roadways. Roadways is used for men and material, and this is a highways. And railways. Railways is used for men and material. Waterways. Waterways is used for men and material. Airways. Airways is also used for men and material. Pipelines. In pipelines only material. The men can't transfer or move. Only material can be transported. And beltways. Only material. Ropeways. Men and material. Lifts. Men and material. These are the different modes of transportation. And next topic is characteristics of road transport. The characteristics of road transport are briefly listed below. That is, roads are used as the means of transport by road vehicles like animal, drawn carts, cycles, rickshaws, cars, buses, trucks, etc. And road transport requires less amount from government side. Road construction and maintenance is cheaper when compared to railway track. And road transport offers a complete freedom to a road users to change the vehicle from one lane to another. From short distance travel, road transport saves the time. Road transport is subjected to a high degree of accidents due to flexible of road users. Road transport makes the community alive. These are some characteristics of road transport. Next, next topic is Jayakar Committee 1927. Here we can see that after the First World War, motor vehicle using the roads increases. This demanded a better road network in 1927. Indian Road Development Committee was appointed by the government with M.R. Jayakar as chairman. Jayakar Committee Recommendations Report. Here we can see that Indian Road Development Committee was appointed by the government with M.R. Jayakar as chairman. Here, they demanded a better road network. Due to that, this committee is recommended. That is, committee was appointed by the government with M.R. Jayakar as chairman. Here we can see that Jayakar Committee Recommendations Report in 1928. Here, the recommendations of this committee is road development in the country should be made as a national interest, since local government do not have financial and technical capacity for road development. This is because the road development in the country, all the financial maintenance should be taken national interest, because local government can't finance and due to technical capacity it doesn't have. And the second one is an extra tax should be leviated on petrol from road users to create a road development fund. Here, They should collect extra tax from levied on petrol because they should earn road development fund. And next one is to establish a semi-official technical institute to pool technical knowledge, sharing of ideas, and to act as an advisory body. And next, to create national level institution on carry research, development works and consultation. These are the some recommendations given by the Jacker Committee in 1928. Next, the topic is importance of roads. Here the importance of roads is the main advantages of roads are easy movement of men and material from one place to another, increased education, employment, enforcement opportunities, development of tourism and better reactions, increased trade and decreased cost of commodities. The main advantages are these. And the function of IRC, here the IRC is Indian Road Congress. The functions, there are four functions of IRC, that is to prepare and recommended standard specifications for roads and bridges. And next, second function is to publish journals and codes from time to time for different standards, to carry out technical activities throughout the committee and subcommittees. To adapt to these specifications is obligatory for all concerned. These are the four functions given by IRC, Indian Road Congress. Next, classification of roads as per IRC is Nagpur classification of roads. Here we can see that IRC classification or Nagpur classification. As per IRC or Nagpur plan, the roads are classified into the following five categories. They are national highways, state highways, major district roads, minor district roads or other district roads. Here we can say for third one major district roads. So for the fourth one, instead of confusion we can say that other district roads, or here we can see the standard form MDR, and the fourth one is ODR, other district roads. Here no need of confusion, directly we can say that major district roads MDR, other district roads ODR. Other name for ODR is minor district roads. And next, fifth one is village roads. These are the five classifications given by the IRC. First one is national highways. These national highways are running through the length and breadth of the country, connecting paths, foreign highways, capital of states, defense roads, large industrial and tourist centers. They are financed by the central government and maintained by the public departments. National Highway Authority of India and Border Road Organization. Nearly 16 national highway crosses Andhra Pradesh out of 218 national highways. This was we have seen in introduction topic, and again here we should remember that in 218 national highways, the 16 national highways crosses the Andhra Pradesh. And here national highways are given numbers. For example, Chandigarh to Amritsar is denoted by NH1. Bombay Agra road is NH3. Varanasi to Kanyakumari NH7. Madras to Visakhapatnam NH5. And next, second one, state highways. State highways are aerial routes of state linking district headquarters and important cities within the state and connecting them with national highways or highways of the neighboring states. They are financed by state government, construction and maintained by roads and building departments. And next, major district roads. Here major district roads are important roads within the district serving areas of production and major connecting these with each other or with the main highways. These roads are financed by Jilla Parishad with the help of a grant given by state government. And fourth one is other district roads or minor district roads we can say. These are roads serving rural areas of production and providing them with outlet of market developing headquarters or other main roads. These are financed by Jilla Parishad with the help of grants given by state government. And the next fifth one is village roads. These are the roads connecting villages or group of villages with each other and to the nearest road of a higher category. These are financed by panchayats with the help of grants given by Jilla Parishad. Next, these are the some classification of roads as per IRC.